Welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but it's too fascinating to ignore. We're going to explore the hidden evolutionary forces behind certain male sexual behaviors that often leave us confused, annoyed, or downright shocked. Why would a man who says he's madly in love cheat? And why does that same man sometimes react to his partner's infidelity with anger so intense it can turn violent? Now, evolutionary psychology asks a simple question. How did our ancestors' behaviors shape the instincts we still carry today, especially when it comes to mating? From nature's point of view, the main job of any living being is to pass on its genes. If you don't reproduce, nature politely votes you off the island. So let's look at men through that lens. For men throughout human history, one huge challenge was this. How do I know which woman can actually have healthy kids? That's where traits like youth and beauty come in. No, it's not just about looks. It's biology. Youth suggests higher fertility. Beauty, symmetrical faces, smooth skin, bright eyes, signals good health and a strong immune system. So the male brain, without even realizing it, evolved to see those traits as signs of genetic success. It's not vanity. It's ancient programming. And then there's the waist-to-hip ratio. Yep, it's not just a beauty standard. In cultures around the world, men are subconsciously drawn to that shape because it hints at easier, safer childbirth and a well-functioning reproductive system. In a way, the female body has been broadcasting fertility for millennia, and the male brain has been tuned in. But here comes the plot twist. Men have always had a deep fear, and it's not commitment. It's something called paternal uncertainty. See, women always know the child they give birth to is theirs. Men, not so much. As an old saying goes, mama's baby, papa's maybe. That's evolutionary anxiety in one sentence. Throughout history, men faced the terrifying possibility of raising a child that wasn't biologically theirs and never knowing it. Imagine devoting your time, energy, and resources to raise a kid, only to find out you were never the father. From a genetic survival perspective, that's a disaster. And nature doesn't like disasters. So, men evolved defense systems. One of the biggest ones? Jealousy, or as some cultures have called it, honor, or masculine pride. Jealousy became a tool, not just emotional drama, but a built-in alarm system to protect a man's reproductive investment. This isn't just theoretical. Even today, studies show that men often rate sexual infidelity as the worst possible betrayal. And in some cultures, brace yourself, this fear was so strong it shaped actual laws. In Texas, until 1974, if a man caught his wife in bed with another man, the law allowed him to kill both of them, without punishment. Yeah, that's how seriously society once took male jealousy. Anthropologists even found that in the Hadza tribe of Tanzania, about 38% of people believed a husband might kill the rival if he found out about an affair. So next time someone says, jealousy is irrational, remind them, it's prehistoric. And here's the kicker. While men fear betrayal, they're also way more likely to cheat. In fact, according to Buss, about 40% of married men have had an affair. Nearly half said they'd like to. Why the double standard? Blame biology again? Unlike women, who are limited by pregnancy and child rearing, men can biologically reproduce with multiple partners at the same time. More partners, more chances to pass on genes. This is why nature gave men an odd little feature, the Coolidge effect. It's a weird name, but here's the idea. Male mammals, including humans, lose sexual interest in the same partner over time. But introduce a new partner? Boom. Instant reset. Desire returns, like nothing ever happened. In other words, Male biology is literally wired for variety, even if the mind wants loyalty. So what happens? Men end up as walking contradictions. One side wants loyalty, family, stability. The other wants novelty, excitement, and genetic variety. And this tug-of-war lives inside the same brain. But here's the thing. Understanding a behavior is not the same as justifying it. Just because biology whispers doesn't mean we have to obey. Yes, a man might have urges, but he also has something else: free will. And in today's world, with all its complexity and commitments, true maturity comes from choosing not to act on every impulse. You're not a caveman. You're a conscious being. So what do you think? Do you know someone who struggles between loyalty and desire? How can modern men stay committed while honoring their natural instincts? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this eye-opening, give the video a like and subscribe for the next episode. Thanks for watching, and remember, the more we understand ourselves, the better we love others.